What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Joe Barber. I'm here waiting for the train to pass, and I'm in the Corvette today. So sometimes people they only pay attention when they see something that's flashy. Anyway, reason I'm making this video, man, I'm trying to reach out to a lot of the barbers out there that are owners. Oh, this is going to Toyota. So the thing that I have in my head, man, is you want to be a barber that wants to be an owner that also wants to create content. Man, that's very difficult to do. Not only do you be a barbershop owner and create content, you want to have a successful barber career and a successful barbershop. And I'm talking about having a good team around you. And I've read a lot of stuff on Facebook. I've read a lot of posts on Instagram from different people that I know that own a barbershop, or they just opened one, and they're struggling to keep it full. They're struggling to make it work. And I could tell you from experience, man, it's very difficult to run a shop that's successful. It's very difficult to find like-minded people, because what happens is when you find someone that's a grinder or someone that has talent, a lot of times they think like, hey, I'm ready to open up my own shop. Then they do. Then they see, wow, these people don't work as hard as me. These people don't want to get it like me. These people want to cut hair out of convenience, or, you know, they don't want to get it like the way I do. And then you're like, oh, well, it's cool. I'm the owner. That's why I'm the owner and they're not. But what ends up happening is this. These people that have poor professionalism, that have bad habits, that have bad attitude, that have whatever, right? Those people are going to end up draining the owner. They're going to end up draining the owner's energy and his patience or her patience. I'm telling you, man, that's what happens. And then you start to remedy that, and you're like, okay, how can I fix these people? Because they're good at these things, they're just not good at this. Let me fix them. And there we go, trying to take leadership classes, trying to do, you know, whatever it takes to kind of get these people on board. And then you invest all your energy in that. Well, guess what? Now you're using your energy to fix that, and now you're still draining yourself. And you look at it as an investment, and you're like, nah, I'm investing my time. I'm investing my time into my crew. You know, we're gonna build up. We're gonna have huddles. We're gonna have team meetings. And then things change for a week. Things may change for a couple more weeks, and then they go back to, because of people's tendencies, man. And that's what happens. And then if you try a different route, the other thing that I've done is you have a one-on-one with people and say, look, bro, what do you want? Nah, man, I'm gonna open up my own shop. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And they have this attitude like it's just gonna be easy. And I'm like, bro, if you could barely handle your life right now, if you could barely pay your bills right now, what makes you think that you will be able to handle a barbershop, your bills, a family, growing, networking? Like, bro, it's a lot of stuff that comes with being an owner, with being a barber, with being a school owner. I mean, it's not for everybody. But that's what happens a lot, man. People that want to become owners, that want to become an owner because they want to say, I'm a boss, I do this. Or they have that mentality of arrogance. I'm like, bro, like, how far is that going to get you? And that's what I talk about, professionalism, right? Controlling your emotions and doing things that you need to do in order for you to function at a high level. You have to control your emotions, man. And a lot of people don't do that I've seen. And then they wonder why other people don't want to work with them. And then if try the alternate route and you're really sensitive and you do listen and you do care, then they see that and they're like, oh yeah, nah, all I gotta do is give this dude a sob story and he'll let me get away with not paying rent this week. Or I just gotta tell him my son's sick or my daughter's sick or this or that. And it's not that. The thing with me is you got to write stuff down. What kind of barber do you want to attract into your shop? What kind of people do you want to attract into your shop? There's some people that have crappy attitudes, and some barbers open up shops and they run it however. It smells like weed in there. They listen to vulgar music and they don't understand business, right? And you could say that, right? I know business, man. We're doing good. I'm like, look, if Nike were only targeting one specific group of people, you think Nike would be $1 billion corporation if they only sold shoes to basketball players, or if they only sold shoes to football players? You know what I'm saying? No, you want to corner the market and sell shoes to everybody. Every foot in America needs to be wearing Nikes is the idea. So when you're a business owner, you don't want to just attract dope dealers. You don't want to just attract thugs. You don't want to just attract those kind of people that are in that life. So that's why it's more important to have a professional atmosphere where you respect women, you respect kids, and you do those things that attract all walks of life, not just, oh, I only want to cut this group and we're doing good. Life is good. Like, no, doing business, you want everybody to come to your barbershop. Not everybody, but what I'm saying is a large amount of people. When they think of a haircut, you want them to think of your shop. How do you make that happen? Marketing, make customer service, customer relationships, all that kind of stuff, man. When people come in, treat them right. Treat them the way you want your mom to be treated when she goes somewhere. Watch your mouth. Watch the way you act. Watch the way you move, man. Treat kids right. It doesn't take much but checking yourself and saying, you know what, man, I'm going to treat them the way I want to be treated. And they may be having a bad day. They may give you attitude. That doesn't mean you return the favor. You maintain your professionalism and say, you know what, man, maybe this is not the place for you. We're not able to accommodate you. We reserve the right to, refuse service to anybody. So maybe this is not the shop for you. Stuff like that. If you don't want to cut somebody and you want to deal with them right, there's a way of dealing with them right. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that I see on my Facebook, my Instagram, and they talk about, man, I open up my shop. All I want to do is win. And believe me, we all want to win. But some want it more than others. Some people want to cut hair out of convenience. Some people want to cut hair because it's cool. Some people cut hair because they don't want to go do a labor job and they think like cutting hair is just like a hobby. It's not a hobby, bro. It's not. You can make good money. You could maintain a good lifestyle, but it takes a lot of discipline and learning. And I'm telling you, man, there's here in San Antonio, saturated with barbershops. A lot of them closed down. A lot of the weak ones closed down. But there's a lot of bad barbers. And what I mean by that, they could do a couple of fades here and there, but their work ethic, they don't know what it's like to work a 10, 12-hour shift somewhere. They don't know what that feels like. So as soon as they get slow, oh, man, I'm going to go home. As soon as it's not popping, oh, dog, I'm leaving, dog. I'm not going to get there on time. They don't have consistency with being at work, with marketing themselves, with attracting customers, with treating customers right. They always find a way to, oh, man, I didn't like that dude's hair. I didn't like that guy's hair. I didn't like that guy's hair. Well, man, yeah, the haircut was difficult for you, and that's what it is. Well, you need to get your skills up. And when you tell them that, they don't want to listen. So what I'm getting at, man, is there's a lot of things in life that hopefully my dogs don't get too loud. There's a lot of things in life that need to change in order for you to become that successful barber. And I'm telling you, man, it's possible, but it's a lot of work. And sometimes I'm just like, do you really want to be a barbershop owner, man? Because this is what you're going to deal with. Our society, the way our society is right now, you're dealing with that. You're dealing with that, man. And it's hard to undo and fix people because we're not capable of doing that. People got to want to fix themselves. And as much as we want to be successful, and as much as we can lead, and as much as we can give people the advice, and as much as we can inspire, and you could point people in the right direction, and you could tell people, watch these videos, do this and do that, and blah, 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 man. People will be excited for a little while, and as soon as they see that it's hard work, and it looks like work, and it feels like work, and your body hurts and you don't get to party and live that lifestyle that they see on Instagram, then they're like, yeah, this ain't for me, dog. I'm going to go work a 9 to 5, or I'm going to go do this, or they just want to leech off of somebody and drain somebody's energy. And that's how they survive. And they play the victim, you know, oh man, well, nobody, you know, y'all don't look out for me and this. It's always something, man. They're always mad at somebody, and they're always trying to point the finger at somebody when they fail. And at the end of the day, the reality is it's them that's failing. It's them that's letting themselves down. It's them that's letting their family down, because they don't want to change their attitude. They don't want to grow. They don't want to mature. They feel like they know enough. They know it all already, and they just got to figure it out. But I promise you, man, those are the kind of people that you got to stay away from. And that's what makes it difficult to have a successful barbershop, because people don't want to, nobody wants to be an Indian. Everybody wants to be a chief. And sometimes you got to sit back and let the chief be the chief and you be the Indian until it's your turn. And some people want to force it, and that's when you get into problems, man. So I'm just passing this message on because I read a detailed message today, and I was like, yeah, man, I need to address and share my thoughts, because I want people to be successful, but people need to understand what it takes. And sometimes, man, you think that, yeah, man, I'm going to be a barber. I'm going to be a barbershop owner. And it's not as easy as it sounds. But I'm not saying it's not doable, but just be ready. Be ready to saddle up, because, bro, it's gonna take you for a ride. So, all right, man, y'all stay blessed and y'all stay faded.